Welcome everyone. I'm Gina, and today we're going to do some gentle movement, some breathing, and some meditating. So I'll invite you to start by just assessing where you are in your body right now. How does it feel to be you today? Maybe you want to wiggle a little bit and get yourself comfortable, and just have a little bit of gratitude for showing up. You did the hardest part, which is deciding to devote some time in your day to yourself and to going within, which is really special. That's really nice. And as we come into this body and we leave a bit of the busyness of the world behind us just for a little bit of time, I'll invite you to move into your shoulders, just really slowly, maybe one at a time, or maybe both together, doing a few slow shoulder rolls in one direction and the other direction, feeling some gratitude for your shoulders, for your arms. Moving into the wrists, putting some movement there, whatever feels good, maybe pointing and flexing or turning in circles. You can do fist close or palms open, whatever feels good in your body. And inviting you to move into the neck, really gently, slowly, easily. Just asking your body what it would like today, what might feel good today, and then trying to do that. Everything I offer is a suggestion, so take it or leave it, see what you like or don't like, what feels good or doesn't feel good. You have the autonomy. It is your body, it is your practice. If you do nothing but sit and follow your breath, that is perfect. I invite you to come into the hips, just with some gentle hip circles, seeing how it feels in your seat, moving in both directions. And then finally, maybe stretching out the legs, maybe one at a time, maybe pointing and flexing the toes. And the other leg, maybe bending and unbending the knee, pointing and flexing the toes, doing whatever you need to do to be ready for stillness. So when we do yoga asana, when we stretch, when we move, we're preparing the body to be still, to come into a space where we can find the breath, where we can go inward. So if there's anything else that your body's asking for, any other wiggles, any other movements that you'd like to do, now's a great time. And when you feel like, all right, I'm ready to get grounded, root yourself down through your sits bones. Find the breath, just noticing where it is in your body and following it. On the inhale, acknowledge I'm inhaling. And on the exhale, acknowledge I am exhaling. You don't have to change the breath. You don't have to do anything differently. But often when we notice the breath, it naturally elongates and it naturally slows down. So if you find that happening to your breath, great. And if not, that's perfectly okay too. Follow your breath. Maybe invite it into the belly. And I have a reading today about surrendering. Surrendering is a highly personal and spiritual experience. Surrender is not something we can do in our heads. It is not something we can force or control by willpower. It is something we experience. Acceptance or surrender is not a tidy package. Often it's a package full of hard feelings, anger, rage, and sadness, followed by release and relief. As we surrender, we experience our frustration and anger at our Creator, at other people, at ourselves, and at life. Then we come to the core of the pain and the sadness, the heavy emotional burden inside that must come out before we can feel good. Often, these emotions are connected to healing and release at a deep level. Surrender sets the wheel in motion. Our fear and anxiety about the future are released when we surrender. We are protected. We are guided. Good things have been planned. The next step is now being taken. Surrender is the process that allows us to move forward. It is how our higher power moves us forward. Trust in the rightness of timing and the freedom at the other end as you struggle humanely through this spiritual experience. I will be open to the process of surrender in my life. I will be open to the process of surrender in my life. I will be open to the process of surrender in my life. If you've lost the breath, find it again, invite it into the belly. Invite the belly to rise on the inhale and sink on the exhale. Invite the breath to be light, to be easy. Don't try to force it. Let yourself be held by what's beneath you, by the ground, by your seat, by the floor, by the earth. You don't have to do any of the work. You can surrender to this space, to this place, to your body. You are held. Following the breath, inhale, I am inhaling. And exhale, let it all go. Whatever you need to surrender, make peace with. We'll connect to the inhales, to the exhales. So this is not a quick breath, but it is a connected breath. Inhaling all the way to the top of the inhale and right away coming into the exhale without a gap. And when you reach the bottom of your exhale, turning that exhale right into an inhale without a pause, without a breath retention. Inhaling, turning into exhaling, and exhaling, turning into inhaling. Let it be slow, let it be gentle, and let it be connected. It is possible to be breathing too much, too forcefully, too many times. And here we're just letting the breath be, letting it be gentle and natural, surrendering to what is in our hearts, cultivating that gratitude, showing up for ourselves, connecting the inhale to the exhale, connecting the exhale to the inhale. Feeling the breath very gently on the upper lip as it comes in through the nostrils, filling the nasal cavity, following the breath down the throat into the lungs. Every inhale, the chest rises just a little bit. On every inhale, the ribs expand out 360 degrees to the front, to the sides, to the back of your body. On every inhale, the belly rises. On every inhale, we take in what we need. On every exhale, the belly sinks. The ribs come back. The chest sinks. On every exhale, the diaphragm works to push the air out through the sinuses, through the nose, the hot air on the upper lip. On every exhale, we let go of what no longer serves us, of anything we've been carrying around for too long. On every exhale, we let go a little bit more. Connecting the inhale to the exhale, and connecting the exhale to the inhale. Relaxing the hands, letting them be very light on your lap. Relaxing the feet, let them be very lightly held by the floor. Relaxing your shoulders away from the ears. Relaxing the jaw, maybe separating the teeth if they're touching. Letting the tongue rest in the mouth. Intentionally relaxing the muscles around the eyes, letting them sink into their sockets. Unfurling your brow. And following the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. You might notice sounds in your environment, and that's okay. We can use the sounds as an object of meditation. Are there sounds that are far away in your environment? Maybe they're outside in another room. Let the sounds come in and let them go. Maybe there are sounds closer to you. The sound of my voice, or something happening in the room. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat. Inhale, I'm inhaling. Exhale, I'm letting go. Following the breath. It's really common for thoughts to creep into our mind, and that's okay. That's normal. It's natural. Our goal is not to stop the thoughts. Our goal is to notice if we're following the thoughts. Let the thoughts go like they are clouds in the sky. We can notice them, we can recognize them, and we can let them sail away on the wind. I'll invite you to try a breathing pattern, inhaling for a count of 8 and exhaling for a count of 8, extending the breath. Not so much that you develop an air hunger or that it feels like it's too much, but just gently extending the inhales, filling the belly, the lungs, the chest, and slowly exhaling through the nose or through the mouth, using the abdominal muscles to squeeze all of the air out. And then gently coming back to that inhale, nice and steady. You might try putting the hand on the belly and a hand on the chest, feeling your body move as the air comes in, and feeling the body sink as the air moves out. Nice and slow and gentle. The mantra was, I will be open to the process of surrender in my life. I will allow myself all the awkward and potent emotions that must be released. Sometimes we think of emotions as positive or negative, but if we can shift that feeling, if we can label without judgment and feel our emotions, feel them in our body, and process them in a healthy way, we get to surrender even more. We get to leave our baggage behind. Very gently, I'll invite you to bring some movement into the fingers and into the toes. Maybe turning the head slowly from side to side. Putting some movement into the shoulders or the hips. Just gently, gently coming back into the space. And only when you're ready, take your time. There's no rush. You can open your eyes. Thanks for practicing with me today.